You are now listening to the Jay Porks Experience. Listen free on iTunes or at theandydareshow.com. Now, here's Jay.
Yo, what is the word, people? Welcome to another edition of the Jay Porks Experience. I'm Jay Porks. With me, as always, is nobody. I've got a couple of things to get to that are all about the same thing, and that is Saturday night, Fountains of Wayne, Soul Asylum, and Evan Dando at Webster Hall, New York City, East 11th Street. Ultimate show. I mean, Ultimate Bill, like, how do you not enjoy that? But we'll get to that in a second. If you go to theandydareshow.com, you can listen to Andy's show. He's got his 95th episode. It's called Milk It, and me and him discuss In Utero. And I just throw abnormal Nirvana facts out because all I do is know stuff about that band. So yeah, so you can listen to that and hear me, hear me not on my own show, hear me on somebody else's show. So we got that. I may sound a little tired. I'll explain what happened. I got home at like 1:30 in the morning last night. Not last night, Saturday night, excuse me. I'm taping this Sunday. I'm sorry, I'm taping it a day in advance. Kill me. Got home 1:30, and I was up all night writing the review. And you could read the review of the show, full of beautiful words, awesome photos, and some okay videos at concertconfessions.com. Because that's where you get your live music news and reviews for fans by fans. You get it at concertconfessions.com. If you were following me on Twitter at jporks, you saw me with a bunch of fuck Webster Hall tweets last night. Let's get into that. I was able, thanks to West Kid and Red Light Management, I was able to acquire a photo pass for Saturday night's proceedings, which means I was allowed upstairs in the VIP section to take photos, because Webster Hall doesn't have a photo pit. Last time I was there, they don't have a photo pit. So I'd like to thank West Kid and Red Light Management for that. And that got hooked up. I had, a little Bowery Presents sticker on my Violent Femmes t-shirt as I went in. So I went upstairs. For Dando's set, I'm upstairs with about 3 other people. Nobody's there. There's a whole... Webster Hall is a dance club. There's a dance club going down in the basement as the show's going on. And when the show usually sets out, there's usually a new wave of people coming in, or they're at coat check and they're getting ready to, pop mollies and listen to EDM music, or whatever the hell they do. Pop Mileys, I don't know what you call them now. And yeah, they like to drug out, after hours, and then they go home. But Webster Hall, that's not enough for them. They need to take 3 hours of their Saturday night and they need to get a concert in there. Which is cool. I've seen some good shows there. I've seen Toadies and Helmet there with the photo pass upstairs. I saw the Vaselines there. I saw Local H there with Electric Six. I hated Electric Six. I know they're funny, and I don't hate them. I don't want them to die or anything. I mean, I just would prefer not to listen to their music ever again. That's all. So Webster Hall. That Local H was actually playing also. They were playing at Santos Party House. I was calling it Santos House Party. That would be if some guy named Santos was throwing a party in his house. Santos Party House. Local H is playing there. Slugger Ray from Concert Confessions came up with our friends, and they went to Santos Party House and caught Local H. We hung out in Times Square. We got to meet internet friends meeting in real life. It was fun. I always like meeting people I know on the internet. Everyone else, it seems like the people I meet on the internet are more fun than the people I meet in real life. So Webster Hall, Evan Dando's set.
It's Dando opening, followed by Soul Asylum, followed by Fountain of Wayne. Dando goes on at 7. It's him and his electric guitar, and he's playing solo stuff, and he's playing like shortened, quieter, sweeter versions of all the favorites. He's playing Confetti, All My Life, Into Your Arms. Um, yeah. Anyway, played those songs. It was beautiful, beautiful set. I sat there. I got my Jack and Diet. I got my feet up. I have a table, chair. Got my Nook. My Nook tablet is out, rocking. So then after Dando goes off, I'm like, why would I waste? Why would I waste this opportunity? I have a photo pass. I have a seat. It's secure. Why don't I get a T-shirt now? Instead of getting it at 11:30 whenever the show ends, and it's a madhouse, and they're out of mediums. I hate that. Problem with losing weight is you have to go shopping again, and I'm out of freaking shirts. So I gotta go to more shows so I can get more band T-shirts, because that's my wardrobe, band T-shirts that I got at shows. So I went down, I got my Fountains of Wayne. I'm still deciding what color it is. It's either aqua or teal. It's green in some lights, blue in another light. Very Fountains of Wayne-y. It's a cool shirt. So I got that for 20 bucks. 20 bucks is decent for a concert too. And then I go back upstairs. Not so fast, my friend. I am stopped at the steps by security guards who share with me the information that photo passes are not allowed upstairs. It is only VIP who are allowed upstairs. Thanks for that. So now I'm pissed. I go to the guy at the door who gave me the photo pass, and I'm like, dude, they're saying I can't go upstairs with this. I was just upstairs. What's the deal? He's like, yeah, that's just a photo pass. I'm like, so what is it good for if I can't get to the spot where I can take photos? Like, it's just so they know. Which is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. There's no photo pit. So what is the point of having a photo pass? Everyone's allowed to take pictures. It's not against the law to take pictures. So Webster Hall, you guys suck. I want to like your venue so much. I really do. But you guys make it so terrible. You make it such a difficult concert experience for anybody. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, I never want to go there. Webster Hall. And I made it down to the front, and there's no re-entry shit too. I can't go smoke a cigarette. Not that I tried, but I mean, what is that? You keep stressing no re-entry, but you have 3 different sets of clubs going on at this place, and I'm pretty sure some people are coming out to hit their vaporizer pens. Can't let me out to go smoke a cigarette? Whatever, I'll deal. I got a Jack and Coke. I'm chilling. Jack and Diet. I make my way up to the front. I noticed there actually is a barricade. So since the last time I've been here, they have installed a photo pit, a foot or two of space. So I hate being that annoying guy, but when Soul Asylum came on, I was like, excuse me, can I get through? I got a photo pass, I'm holding it up to people. So I get in there and I'm taking pictures. Now I'm taking pictures from like below the band. I've actually got some cool pictures of Dave Pirner. Again, if you go to concertconfessions.com, there'll be a link. There'll be a link below this. Don't worry. You don't get a search guide. There'll be a link there. Well, you could even, if you Google Webster Hall sucks dick or something like that, I'm pretty sure I put something in the tags.
I'm pretty sure I put something in the tags about mentioning how much I hate that fucking place so much. So Soul Asylum, kicking the shit out of things. Soul Asylum's got like songs about like misery and despair, and they're having so much fun. So it was fun. Met a girl named Debbie. She's cool. She's like Jay Porks, but a girl. You know, she doesn't have a $1 million camera, and she doesn't write for Rolling Stone or Brooklyn Vegan, but she's in the photo pit with me, which is cool. And her best friend, who she was with, actually got on stage later to play Rattle with a bunch of other girls in Hey Julie during Fountains of Wayne's set. But we're gonna back up. Soul Asylum was cool. I got some really good pictures, like I said. Actually, you know, professional shots. Not professional shots. They're taken by me, so they're not that professional. But yeah, so Evan Dando, then Soul Asylum, Misery, Runaway Train, Somebody to Shove. I want somebody to shove. I mean, really, I mean, it's awesome. I'm having such a great time. Besides the fact that Webster Hall is lubing up my ass crack and fucking me with a vibrating dildo by not letting me take pictures upstairs. There's room for me up there. The only people that are up there, there's like 13 people up there, 6 model chicks, and they're probably all Evan Dando plus ones. You have room for me. You're just an asshole. Another thing about Webster Hall. Now, when I'm down in front and I'm in the photo pit, I can't hear the vocals. The vocals aren't good. And people in the first row, and like the first row of people on the barricade, they're telling me. One guy actually told me, "Tell them that we can't hear the vocals." Dude, I don't fucking work here. I'm gonna tell them what they're gonna say. Okay, they don't care. I don't think anybody cares that you can hear the vocals or not. So a lot of people said, you know, maybe you were too close. No. If you're too close, if you get to a point where you're too close to the speakers where you're not gonna be able to hear the vocals, then that barricade needs to be set back to a place where all the vocals can be heard. It's not my job to find where the best sound is in the venue. It's the venue's job to provide the best sound for me. And I'm not alone on this. As soon as like you can hear the beginning, you can hear the vocals when the guitars are low. As soon as anybody hits a pedal, you can't hear the vocals. Awesome video that's ruined because the vocals are all low. Sounds like I got my finger over the freaking recording microphone, which I'm notorious for. I used to do that a lot because I'm way past stupid. So I can't hear, and I'm stuck in the photo pit. There's no security here. So we're supposed to be out 3 songs in. They're not. I'm just hanging out there. We're chilling. We're hanging, chilling, and a little bit of illin'. That's what we're doing. Soul Asylum goes off. They went on at 7:45, and Fountains of Wayne was due on at 9:15. I wasn't taking notes because I didn't have a pen. I had everything else. I didn't have a pen. My Nook tablet doesn't have a notepad. Is that not? How stupid is that? Since my iPod Touch went, I've been looking for a notepad. The app I download on my Metro piece of shit phone doesn't work. The battery dies in 2 seconds. All I want it shows is a notepad app, so I can take notes, so I can write my review on the ferry, so I can get to sleep a lot earlier. I slept Sunday morning after writing the review and posting all the videos. I went to sleep at 7:04 in the morning. I woke up at 8:24, and that's an hour and 20 minutes later, to get to work by 9 o'clock. Right now it's 5:36 on Sunday. I'm just home from work. I'm on an hour and a half sleep. Just to show you how real it is. Just in case you thought it was a game. In case at any point during your thinking you had the interpretation that this was a game. It is not. People say I'm stupid. No, they don't say I'm stupid. They say it's stupid to stay up all night and write. You know, you're tired. You could miss a noun or something. You could misspell something. I'll take that chance because you know it's the internet. I can always edit stuff. If I wasn't that confident in it, I wouldn't have posted it. But that's every show for me. Every show for me is I come home and I write the review. And in the review, you may notice it's not all about what's going on the stage. A lot of stuff goes down. Like I talk about when I'm coming in, I talk about getting my seat, I talk about leaving, I talk about all stuff. Why do that? Because I'm not here to bring you a show review, quote unquote. I'm here to bring you my concert experience. I'm here to bring you the experience of somebody who has a blog, lives in 2013, has no fucking money, has no car, has no means, has no motive, has no skills. You know, has not, you know, musical knowledge does not stretch very far. I mean, in the few bands I know a lot about. But people are mentioning bands to me all the time that I've never heard a lick from. But I'm here to I bring you that's what Concert Confessions is about to me. To me, that's what it's about. I like to give you the little nuances. Like I liked to, like in the review I mentioned that I got booted out of VIP. Now, if I was to submit that to some website, some others, you know, Rolling Stone or something like that, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear your I's and me's. You think I could do that shit for the Brooklyn Vegan? Talk about I all through the review? No, they'll throw me out of here. But I'm not trying to fit a cookie cutter newspaper writer personality thing that people want to train you to be. I'm here in the future. It's like Iggy Pop said in like the 70s. Look out, honey. I'm using technology. That's what it is. Technology's here. I'm using it. So, I give you I like to say you can take a walk in my shoes and enjoy what it would be like to go. It's a J Parks experience. When William Burroughs, and this is a far stretch, I am not I am not comparing myself to an awesome genius, but when William Burroughs was taking pieces of paper with full text and cutting it in 4 pieces and taping it different ways and inventing new words and phrases, I mean, people were questioning it, but it was still valid. It still had to be taken seriously. You read that stuff now, and it's revolutionary. Burroughs' best stuff was cut up. Cut phrases from here and put it in. That's why sometimes you'll see me making up a word. And if you see me making up a word, don't think that I don't know that I'm not making up the word. I know I'm making up the word. That's what I do. See, that's the thing. Like, there are good writers, and there are people who write. I'd love to be a good writer. Right now, I just write a lot. And I'm not somebody who's afraid to say that. I'm not somebody who thinks I'm better than what I am. Fountains of Wayne, 9:15. As I digress from, that's what the podcast is about. It's about me. I want to talk to you about this concerts, and I'm so glad that I just went to this show, because that's what I want this to be about. I want to come on, and I want to talk about concerts. The concert I just went to. I mean, I could talk regular topical music news, but I mean, I'd rather tell you about my live concert experience. And that's what I'm doing right now. So Soul Asylum, awesome. Evan Dando, awesome. My drug buddy, That was the other song I was looking for by Evan Dando. I love that fucking song. But Fountains of Wayne went on 9:15. They were rocking. They didn't look happy. Not that that matters. Not that that affected anything. But like where Soul Asylum was on stage smiling and shit and enjoying themselves with the drummer that looks like King Mabel. But I mean, Evan Dando had nobody to talk to. He was by himself, literal by himself. Like when you hear Evan Dando solo, you think he's coming out with an acoustic guitar, and when he comes out with an electric guitar, you'd think there's gonna be a no-name band behind him. No, just Dando and his Telecaster. What looked like a Telecaster. I'm no guitar tech. Yeah, so I'm like looking over my review now. These are some of the best pictures I ever took. Real pictures. These aren't cut. The close ones aren't cut. Fountains of Wayne kicked it off with I Got a Flare and Dip in the Ocean. Jill Ray. They were fun. They didn't look happy. It wasn't affecting their mood, but I mean, it wasn't affecting their performance. But the other bands were having. Soul Asylum was having a blast out there. And Fountains of Wayne, their songs are more fun if you listen to if you read any lyric sheet and you listen to the way they are. So I'd think they'd be smiling, but I've never seen them live. Maybe that's their thing. Maybe they just don't smile. Their lead singer's like the only guy with bleach blonde hair still. I mean, I loved it. It was awesome. Eminem doesn't even have the bleach blonde hair anymore. This is like the real Summerfest. Not Summerfest, Summerland. You know, I said Summerfest. I was afraid I wrote that. I didn't write that. I wrote Summerland. Fountains of Wayne is like Weezer if Weezer took LSD every day. I mean, seriously. They've got all sorts of weird feedback noises going on. Like they've got pieces of Soul Asylum in there. They've got pieces of Weezer. They've got you hear the term power pop. Well, last week I was talking about how pop can't be a thing because pop means popular. Fountains of Wayne were only pop that week that Stacy's mom was big. So then they're just power. What about? Can't they just be a rock and roll band? They play rock and roll. That's it. They got a guitar. They got a drummer. They got a bass player. They're playing rock and roll. They didn't play Traffic and Weather. Hurt. Not that hurt, but it was. I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to two. I wanted to hear Traffic and Weather and Planet of Weed. And I didn't know I wanted to hear Planet of Weed until the kid behind me shouted out, he's like, Planet of Weed! I'm like, dude, that is freaking awesome. Chris Collingwood is the lead singer's name of Fountains of Wayne. He has a dead stare on. Got a video of Mexican Wine. Mexican Wine, I took the video in the photo pit. Now, anyone who's ever gotten a photo pass before, knows that that is like sacrilegious to take video in the photo pit. You've been given the privilege and the opportunity to stand in this 2 feet of space, and you're gonna take video? Like that's like the first, second, and third rule of the photo pit. Do not take video. But you know what? There's not a security guard in sight. They already booted me from VIP. Fuck it. I'm taking a shot. I'm gonna video this, and I have this thing where I take my index finger and I keep tapping the top of the camera, pretending that I'm snapping multiple pictures. So in case like a security guard comes by, it looks like I'm taking pictures. I squint my eyes too. It's really stupid, but I got Mexican Wine on video from the photo pit. Very cool. And I just noticed a portion of in my review where I put video, a space where I was supposed to enter a video, and I didn't enter it. I mean, that's what happens when you write a review at 6 o'clock in the morning. But it could have been worse. Okay, so I'll stick a video there. No problem. We're all human. It's okay. Like, I used to have this friend Lisa at work. Now she's a flight attendant. She used to read my reviews just to find grammatical errors to piss me off. I liked that because I had like an editor, a proofreader. Now, these Blake Shelton listening people at my job, they're not even clicking on that to open it. So, if you're listening to this, I know I'm talking about the show now. Please go read contentconfessions.com. The review's up. You know what I hate more than that? You know what I hate more than people not clicking my shit? I hate coming into work on an hour and 20 minutes sleep and getting asked the question, so how was the show? I don't know. I spent all night writing about it. Why don't you go read, you lazy fuck? Like, how was the show? Do you have an iPhone? Don't you have a phone? Fucking Google it. Google Fountains of Wayne J. Porks. See what happens. You want me to sit here and explain it to you? That's what I have the podcast for. And these people aren't listening to the podcast either, which is good. Fucking abuse them. Customers laugh when I tell them I have a podcast. They don't realize they're on it. Did the girl with the red Did the girl with the red dragon tattoo come out before Fountains of Wayne came out with the song? Conflicting reports on that. It's a great song. Summer Places. I was singing along to, and I hadn't even been familiar with that song before. Hey Julie. Hey Julie is on this tour. Fountains of Wayne is inviting people on stage to wave little rattle things and things that make noise. With the Hey Julie part, because there's a part I guess there's a little rattle throughout the song. So they needed volunteers. So a bunch of model chicks get up there, including the best friend of my photo pit friend, Debbie. Her friend got up there. Justine. I remember names, I hope. She got up there too, so they were all rocking and rolling as they did Hey Julie. I-95, It Must Be Summer. Someone to Love is awesome. Sink to the Bottom was amazing. Sink to the Bottom. Yeah, Sink to the Bottom was awesome. And they ducked off stage. And they came out and guess what they played? I know, there's no suspense there. They played Stacy's Mom, which got the room going. But actually, what got me going more was when they played Radiation Vibe right after that. So they came out and they played Stacy's Mom and Radiation Vibe. I like Stacy's Mom, but I'm a Radiation Vibe Fountains of Wayne fan first. I liked that song first, and then Stacy's Mom came. And then I was like, oh, cool, they got another song. That's neat. But anyway, so Stacy's Mom, followed by Radiation Vibe, and then they went off. It was 10:30, and they were done. That's how Webster Hall rolls. They got to get you out so they can get that next crowd in, that 11 to 2 crowd. They got to get them in. Money-hungry pieces of shit. So the show was awesome. The timing was good. Besides running 3 blocks for the ferry at 10:55, and then you get to the door and the security guard tells you there's no 11 o'clock boat, or running that football field or two worth of length to the bus at midnight, no, 12:30, only to find out that it's going about 7 blocks from your house. That the last stop is going to be a walk. It's not going to take you directly there. It's only going halfway. When I walked from there, so I'm running and walking and all that nonsense. But the stuff that went on stage is amazing. And that's really all it's about. All it's about for me is having fun doing that. And that's what I do. I have fun going to shows. I have fun writing reviews. I have fun sharing it with you at concertconfessions.com. Live music news and reviews for fans by fans. You can get them on Twitter at concertconfess. What else do we got? We're going to have a similar show next week because Saturday, October 12th, mark your calendars. The Meat Puppets, Brooklyn Bowl, Williamsburg. Shit just got real. It's game week. You want to say what it's like for people like me? Well, it's not like anything. I'm just excited. I don't have to do anything, but I can't wait to get to that damn show. To the bowling alley. Amazing. So maybe, I don't want to jinx anything, but maybe if I can get a phone that was manufactured after 1997 by tomorrow, maybe I can record something for the podcast at the Brooklyn Bowl with a Meat Puppet. Maybe. I don't know. I hope. I'll be talking to them. The question is, will I have a device to record a quote or two if they would like to? Or even they can introduce me. That'd be cool. I'll have Chris Kirkwood say, this is Chris Kirkwood, the Meat Puppet, listen to the J-Poke, you're rocking with the J-Poke experience. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I'm giddy. Okay, I'm giddy. Hand raised. Giddy right here. So again, if you heard this podcast and if you think it's stupid for you not to let a PhotoPass guy in the VIP section at Webster Hall, tweet at me, #FuckWebsterHall. So all three of you, all four of you who have Twitter and listen to this show simultaneously can do that. Seriously. Unless you're going to take Miley and listen to EDM music, I have no reason to be at Webster Hall. There is no reason for anyone to go to Webster Hall. They got shit acoustics. They don't let you upstairs. They got shit sight lines. They get you out of there at 10:30. They give bands ceilings on there, how long they can play. Tell that to Axl Rose. And I hate that guy. But tell that to Scott Weiland. Tell Scott Weiland that he's got a ceiling. See how much heroin gets mainlined into his eyeballs. So anyway, next week, Meat Puppets, Brooklyn Bowl. If you wanna come, then come, motherfucker. Hit me up at JPorks on Twitter. I will buy everyone in the world in if I could. I can't, but I will give you a stern talking to and convince you to go. Because if that place isn't sold out, then this podcast next week is going to be me screaming at people in New York for being so ignorant and stupid to not go around and see the Meat Puppets. If the place is packed, it's going to be great. So for now, stick to the AndyDiazShow.com. Check out me and Andy on episode 95, Milk It, talking about in utero. And I'll be here in crummy Staten Island. So, whiskey, weed, and Warren's Evon, folks. Late.
This has been the J Porks Experience. Thank you so much for listening.